Okay, I think we're live. Module 1. What is Franciscan Spirituality? The 21st century is marked by advances in human technology, including continual developments in computing, in digital media, manufacturing, energy generation, and transport. It is also marked by a growing pollution of air, land, and water, global warming, and degradation of the environment due to unchecked human activity. This has in turn caused extinction of species, collapse of ecosystems, and displacement of human populations. Despite digital technology that facilitates communication and brings people together, wars and conflicts continue to arise, minority populations continue to be disregarded, and vulnerable people continue to experience unsafe and exploitative work practices. This is the context in which Christians today must live out their faith and life. In this context, what contribution can Franciscan spirituality make to church and society? Franciscan spirituality is a form of Christian spirituality, and as such describes the practice of following Jesus, influenced by the example witnessed in theological reflection of Francis and Clare of Assisi, their early followers, lay practitioners, and later theologians. Following Jesus in the Franciscan tradition involves paying close attention to the Gospel and other Christian texts, recognizing the primacy of Christ within creation, and the expression of humility, love, and joy in daily life. Franciscan spiritual practice includes identification with Christ in prayer, participation in the Eucharist, meditation on the cross, recognition and celebration of God's gift of creation, and sharing the good news of the gospel through word and action, including solidarity and service among the marginalized of society. The tradition of Franciscan spiritual practice is rich and diverse, relevant to 21st century clergy, religious and lay people alike. In particular, Franciscan appreciation of creation and Franciscan peacemaking as a manifestation of the gospel life have particular resonance with the issues facing church and society today. In this short introduction to Franciscan spirituality, there are 4 modules. This module looks at the question, what is Franciscan spirituality? The second module will look at the sources of Franciscan spirituality and how we know about the Franciscan tradition. The third looks at Franciscan creation spirituality. And the fourth is Franciscan peacemaking. Each will have a short introduction, some digital resources to review, and some reflection questions that you can address by yourself or discuss as a group. In this first module, Friar Daniel Horan describes what is at the heart of Franciscan spirituality. And Third Order Franciscan Patty Normil introduces an important text for Franciscans, the Canticle of the Creatures. We will return to this later in the series. Finally, Friar Casey Cole gives a brief introduction to the Franciscan intellectual tradition. While the Franciscan tradition, in contrast to some others, has always emphasized spiritual practice over study, some understanding of key ideas within the tradition is helpful. As you review these resources, consider the following questions. Firstly, is there anything that surprises you about the Franciscan spiritual tradition? If so, what? And why is that? Secondly, what does Daniel Horan mean by a good Franciscan is a good Christian? Thirdly, identify one idea from this presentation and from these resources that you would like to learn more about, and then discuss this within your group.